this video, I'm going to run through the cat stretches. These are very good in terms of mobilising flexion and extension in the lower back, in the thoracic spine, as well as allowing some movement in through the shoulders and the neck, depending on the variation that you take. But it's knowing that whenever you go through these positions, you go to the point where, for example, if you're experiencing back pain, that you don't go into pain. You try to go short of that sensation. It can be a dull ache, but anything that's sharper or that feels like it's not good, then you don't want to push through it. It's never good to push through stretches when there's pain. So you want to go short of pain, allow the body to relax into it, and then maybe the next time, if you're using it as mobility or if you're using it as a hold, maybe it softens and you can go a little bit further. So we're going to take it into the sad cat or the angry cat. And you're going to bring yourself onto hands and knees, hands underneath the shoulders and shoulder width apart, and the knees underneath the hips and hip width apart. So you're going to start first of all by curling your tailbone underneath. And what that does is, it's if you're tucking your tail between your legs, is it brings in a little bit of lumbar, a stretch in through there. So it's that rounding position that we're bringing in, that flexion of the spine. And then from there, imagine that you're lifting your belly button up. And as you lift the belly button, it's starting to round the mid-back and lift the chest bone. Maybe there's a little push with your arms, so there's not initially, but you can add that in if that feels good. And then relax the head down, so you're not holding tension in through the neck. And as you hold through there, it should be stretching around the mid-back area. And then we can transition, depending how long you want to hold that for, or whether you want to mobilise just between these two positions. You're going to take it into the happy cat, or in yoga it's called cow. So you're lifting through your tail, you're pulling the shoulder blades down your side seams and towards the back of the body. You're sinking through the belly button and the ribs. And the head isn't coming up too far. I don't want you to feel strain in the neck, but you're coming up to a point where you just feel like the gaze is looking forwards, but there's no strain in the back of the neck. Most of the work is being done by the tailbone, trying to arch up. So you can again hold it and wait for it to ease back, but you can mobilise between the two, using all of those movements in one, or you can go more rhythmically through them, where you start with the tail, the belly button, the ribs, the arms and the head. And then again, as we change, maybe you start with the tail, the belly button, the ribs, the arms and the head. And you can move in a little bit of a flow through those to try to find what, again, feels good for your body to move through. Maybe when you're doing this, you take around about 5 different transitions between the two, and you can add in breath work with it. You can use the out breath to go into the sad or angry cat where you're rounding your back, and you can use an in breath when you're going into the arch back. But you can use the breath in opposites as well, and it gives a different stretch when you're rounding the back and you breathe in, because it's also opening the rib cage and stretching those spaces in between as well. So if you have been prone to a little bit of pain in around that mid-back, then maybe pausing for that in-breath or a few breaths as you hold the sad cat, and that way hopefully it opens up that section as well. So I hope you find this useful. If you wish to leave any feedback, that's great for me to know. If you have any requests for any further videos, then you can also get in contact. Thanks for watching.